Hello everyone, this is Jessa Wild. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to your last half of September reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. I am going to go ahead and pull a full Celtic cross spread for you. That's 10 card spread. I will be laying them out just because of space on top, one on top of the other. So if it doesn't look like the Celtic cross, that's why. But I promise you it is a full spread for you guys, Virgo. I have decided that I will use the the Light Seers Tarot deck for the initial spread, and any jumpers that I need, I will be pulling from the Modern Witch Tarot deck by Lisa Sterle. I also get a final message for the collective using Rebecca Campbell's Work Your Light Oracle deck. I have cleansed and shuffled all the decks. I've meditated on the decks also before this reading and in choosing what decks to use, so we can go ahead and get right into your reading. Okay, so here we go. Virgo, collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Last half of September 19th through October 3rd. What messages do you have for the Virgo collective for, thank you, multiple cards coming out. Let's just see what these are, and then we will, there's a lot of cards here, so I'm actually not going to take them all, but I do want you to see what we have to see if any of them come back out again. We have the High Priestess, the Eight of Wands, the Four of Wands, the Fool card, the Five of Wands, and at the foundation we have the Tower. So we have a lot of fire energy here. So we'll see if any of this comes back out for you, Virgo. But just to get started, there's a lot of energy that's going on, right? It sounds like the next 2 weeks could be pretty active, or you could have a lot of stuff happening, a lot of balls in the air. Can I please have a message? Thank you so much for Virgo. Okay, I'm going to stop there. No, go again. Okay. Here we are. Stop there. Okay, we have the Hanged One. Let's go ahead. This is the foundation card. We have the Two of Pentacles. I'm actually going to put this Two of Pentacles here for you guys to see as the foundation. We have the World. Just going to stagger these a bit because of space here, so forgive me. I do want you to see the cards though. And then we have the Tower coming out again. Look at all this major arcana as well. The Ten of Swords. The Queen of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. The Five of Cups. The Nine of Swords. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Okay, I'm just taking all the cards in before I really jump right into the details of this reading. I was actually expecting more fire energy to be coming out. I mean, we have the Tower here with some, fire energy, somewhat, coming into this reading. So a little bit surprised that, who knows, maybe as we get any clarifying cards as we go along, we might see some wands fall out here. So at the foundation, we have the Two of Pentacles for the next 2 weeks. The Two of Pentacles is about finding and maintaining balance in a time where there could be a lot going on, juggling different things, having, what did I say earlier, having a bunch of balls in the air, trying to keep everything from falling to the ground, trying to find that balance. But you're doing it. You're making everything work right now. And that's what it looks like the next 2 weeks will be about. It's about, okay, I just have to juggle a few things, but it's happening. You're not, like, look at her, she's not dropping these two, I don't know, purses or whatever she has, these two quote unquote balls that she's sort of juggling, right? She's managing it okay. And this could, because it's a Pentacles card, I mean, it's earth energy, which is, as you know, you are Virgo, earth energy. So it could be about, you know, balancing finances, balancing, you know, work, or something in the material world as well. So let's see what we have. The heart of the matter is about gaining a new perspective. Trying to gain a new perspective in the upcoming 2 weeks. You know, the hangman is known for putting themselves, I should really say the hanged one. The hanged one puts themselves in this upside down position. This is something that is an active choice, because this person did not find themselves upside down just out of nowhere. This is actively trying to see things from a different perspective, in a different way. Tackling something, possibly making a new approach that's different than what you have before. We have the Ace of Pentacles as your obstacle. So something could be coming in for you that's new and different, which is a lovely offering from the divine. It could be a new work opportunity. It could be a new investment that you are thinking about making, or that you have made that's just a seedling. And whatever this is really causing you to take another look and get a different perspective about how you need to approach something, about how you need to find balance. Because something's come to a completion with this World card here. That's why you're getting this Ace of Pentacles. Something has come full circle. Something has come full circle. And now it's time, like I'm just seeing these circles here, right? The circle of the completion of the world, the circle of the pentacle, this new seed being offered to you by God, divine, the universe. So it's like where one thing has completed, something new must begin, a new start, a new journey to something. And this is happening because something has finished, or something has recently closed, is about to close, or you're thinking about closing something out so that you can receive this. But this right now, because it's coming in as your obstacle, this is causing you, to gain a new perspective. It's coming in as like in a challenge position. Even though this card is really, you know, usually it's a blessing, but sometimes change can be difficult, and trying to, you know, juggle and figure out how to incorporate a new change as things are transitioning and shifting into something different. In the past energy we have is the Queen of Cups. Love the Queen of Cups. Highly intuitive, very nurturing, mother energy, someone who is very in tune to their emotions, someone who you would want to go to get just wise counsel from anytime that you might need someone to understand or to empathize with your position. And this is where you were sitting before. You were the Queen of Cups. You were very much like, I got this under control. I feel like I'm divinely guided in certain areas. I feel like I'm really tapped into my intuition right now. And now, because of this transition that's going on, it's like you're moving out of that into the Hangman. And so with this gaining a new perspective, you may be feeling, even though you are an earth sign, so living in this water area, you know, this water energy might have been kind of new and sort of exciting and like, oh, wow, this is really cool. I haven't really, you know, I don't really take on this energy very often unless you have a lot of water and other placements in your chart. But this is a past energy, and you're transitioning into more of a I was going to stay into more of a still place, but there's action here. And of course, the Queen of Cups is, there is a stillness and a calm, but I feel like it's more of a calm about the Queen of Cups. This is an active role of actively trying to gain a new perspective. So what we have, the goal, yeah. The Tower and the goal, you might be like, why would I want to tear something down? But sometimes we can't receive what we need to receive until we actually tear something down. Until we allow a door to close, until we leave a situation, until we embrace the unknown. Because this is something that happens that's unexpected. The Tower happens very unexpectedly. It comes out of nowhere, but because this is coming as your goal, it's almost like you want to tear it down. You want to destroy it yourself because you want to build a foundation. You want to plant new seeds, to create something new, because something is coming to a close, and this has to go for this to enter. And you only were able to realize that you had to be an active participant in tearing whatever this is down, whether it's a relationship, a career, if it's some type of old way of thinking, an old way of doing things. You were only able to get to this place because you were allowing yourself to be receptive to your higher self, your intuitions, and you were connecting with that and connecting with your emotions, and you were guided very much to see that this change had to happen. And that's why we have this offering coming to you. But it's difficult because this still has to happen. This has not happened yet. You know, where we have, here we have the future, the Ten of Swords. Now, I never think of, I don't read the future, but, you know, this is the Celtic Cross reading, so that is position here. I see it more as a possibility, a likely possibility for the future as things are unfolding, what could occur. And with the Ten of Swords here, it's a recognition that something has ended, something has come to a natural close, but also something has come to an active close, right? I don't know. That doesn't sound, I'm not being very clear with my words there, but I think that you know what I'm getting at. The world has come to has forced a close naturally, but you've also made a decision to almost allow that to happen. It's like you're not trying to prevent this completion of the cycle. In fact, you are participating in that. And you're walking away from what wasn't serving you. You're walking away from what wasn't serving you into something new. And now you've shifted your energy from the Queen of Cups, and you're showing up now as the Queen of Swords. Very different energy. Look at this. Queen of Swords, getting in touch with higher self, taking in psychic downloads, being very in touch with emotions, how you're feeling, being responding to those emotions, which led you to be an active participant in tearing something down. And now here you are showing up as the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a person who you have to come to the Queen correct. You have to have all of the knowledge, all of the information. This Queen does not suffer fools gladly. She's also a mother energy, so she has the ability to be, she is nurturing in her own way, but it's more of a, she can cut through things. She sees things very clearly, but in a different way, right? So, we have the psychic seeing, but we also have the BS detector here. Don't try to pull one over on this Queen, because she's going to see right through you. And I always see birds here as just a sign of being guided and directed and being looked after and protected. These are your spirit guides, your angels, looking out for you, working with you, helping you see clearly. And I love how the Queen of Swords is not facing directly. She's not facing you directly like the Queen of Cups. Instead, she's looking off to the side. But just because she's looking off to the side does not mean that she doesn't see you in her periphery. It's like, don't think that I don't see you, because I see you. But I'm not going to let you know that I don't see you. This is the end. This is how you're showing up in this reading now. You're transitioning into this for these next 2 weeks, which is awesome. And it's helping you gain this new perspective by showing up as someone who is like, okay, my antennas are up. I just had this wonderful experience, getting in touch with myself, really trusting my intuition. And now that's allowing me to see other people around me more clearly, to be confident in my own thinking, in how I communicate, and who I'm going to allow into my world and what I'm going to entertain. For your external influences, we have the Knight of Pentacles. This could be someone, a person that's around you. This could be a friend, a coworker, a mentor, a lover, just a family member. This could be any person in your world who is a stable, slow and steady energy, just someone who is like true blue, who is salt of the earth kind of character. And I feel like this person here is going to be instrumental in helping you plant this new seed. Yeah, absolutely. Knights are known for moving from one situation to the next. And it's like this, I love this. Let me show you. The way that it's laid out in this spread, it's like the Knight is leading you in this direction. Like, okay, come and follow me. I'm going to show you what I know about planting seeds, about investing, and about taking care of this, so that at harvest time we can harvest or reap this beautiful crop, or this beautiful investment. We can reap the benefits of this. And this person knows how to do that, and they're happy to help you. And I feel like their grounded energy, even though Virgo, you are very much, this earth energy that is, you're very kind, and you're very compassionate towards others, but you also are very particular about how things go, and sometimes you like to do it on your own. You like to do it your own way. Take this as it resonates. But it looks like it's going to be beneficial to you to look outside of yourself, look to other people, and see who you can trust, that is grounded, that is knowledgeable, that can help you as you're gaining a new perspective, and help you with this new adventure or new whatever that's coming in for you. Yeah. you know, what you're fearing here is that you're going to miss this. Whatever that you've decided, whatever's coming to a close, whatever that you've decided to walk away from, or you're feeling like you need to walk away from, you're afraid that if you move forward with this obstacle here, that you're going to miss out on something. And it has you feeling, you're afraid that you're going to be, you know, in a depressive place, in a place that is like you're emptying out. It's like, oh, I'm going to lose out on something. But what you're not seeing is that this bowl right behind you, this cup right behind you, is swirling with so many different possibilities. I'm just getting this image of Mary Poppins, a purse, right? Where she reaches in for something and okay, she pulls out something small, and then she reaches in for something else. And then as she continues to pull things out of her bag, they just get more and more kind of ridiculous, right? Like bigger and bigger. I apologize, my phone died on me there. So I just want to pick up back to the Five of Cups where we left off. The Five of Cups here, like I was saying, it seems as though you could be really afraid of missing out on something. You know, I was saying that this cup over here, it looks like you have, it's reminding me of the Mary Poppins bag, right? If you can see all of that swirling, beautiful energy just behind you. If you just looked over to the side and behind you, you would see this amazing cup that has all of these wonderful opportunities inside that are so full of joy and abundance, and you know, the dreams that you're trying to manifest just coming to fruition. But you're focused on the fear here. You're focused on what you could be losing because something's come to a close, and you're afraid you're going to be missing this. What happens if you listen to your intuition, if you destroy whatever this is? And that could just be, I mean, destroy is a strong word. This is just an unexpected or, you know, event. So if you are an active participant in moving away from something, moving away from a job, moving away from a relationship, moving into something new to build a stronger foundation for yourself, you have no idea what that looks like. If you accept this gift from the divine, that's why this is coming in as a problem, even though it's a gift. If I accept this gift, I'm going to have to start all over, because this is an ace. This is something new, a new beginning. Having to take care of this, having to nurture this thing. And over here, look, you have this giant tree here. And you're like, I'm going to make a choice to trust my intuition and actively tear that down. And towers usually don't mean that you're taking an active part, but that's the sense that I'm getting this. I feel like you're being called to be a participant in destroying something. And when I say destroying, I really just mean moving away from something, saying no to something that's familiar, and starting something new and different. And so it's really time to let this go, to let the fear go, release that fear, see the opportunities that you have right next to you, all these beautiful things right next to you, and embrace that. Because if you don't, in these next 2 weeks, I feel like you're going to just be too in your head. You're going to just be, you're going to allow your thoughts through analysis paralysis. If you don't make a move and you don't actively participate in embracing this something that's closing down, and co-creating with God by moving away from something that's done, that's finished, I feel like if you choose not to make certain moves or to embrace what's happening, something that's closing, you're going to find yourself in a very stagnant position where you're sad and depressed, and you're not trusting your intuition, and you're way too in your head. Yeah, it's like I almost want to see the Two of Wands here. Like, it's time to make a decision is really what I'm getting. Let me pull a clarifying card for this Nine of Swords. Can I please have a card for the Virgo collective? Can you please clarify the Nine of Swords? I feel like it was this card, but I'm going to see what comes back up. Can you please clarify the Nine of Swords, final outcome? Wow. Oh, look at this. Look what just, yes, it's a lot of cards. This is the card that needed to come out. I want to see what's on the foundation of this. Yes, oh my gosh, I'm taking these two cards. This was what was bookending this, the foundation, and what sits on top of that is the Queen of Cups. Right now, you were the Queen of Cups, trusting your intuition, trusting the guidance, and that led you to feel like you're ready to make a decision, to feel confident to make the decision to move away from something. And now you're showing up in this really great Queen of Swords energy. However, if you remain too much in your head and you start thinking, if you get into that stinking thinking, then you're going to wind up overthinking and become in this like very depressive state. This is the Nightmare card. It's like you are showing up as the Queen of Swords in the upright right now. And I feel like this is a warning to not find yourself in the Queen of Swords in reverse. Because the Queen of Swords in reverse is not a fun person to be around. That's someone who is negative, that's someone who cuts people down just for the fun of it, that's someone who is way too in their head. But you're not showing up, you're showing up as the Queen of Swords in the upright right now. And so it's just, oh my gosh, I've never seen this before. Look, there's a little cup right there. Being protected, being sort of stored away. You've stored away this cup for yourself. It's like you're protecting this cup. But it's like you need to find a balance, because when I just pulled these cards to get a clarifying card for the Nine of Swords, instead of this outcome, instead of the Nine of Swords being the final outcome, what popped out? The Queen of Cups, Death, and the Queen of Cups. Death is a card of death and rebirth. It's really about the process of change, of metamorphosis, of the phoenix rising from the ashes. It's about something that has come to a close, that needs to die, to rise up and level up, right? Because the circle of life, right? To level up, to get to that spiritual level, to become spirit, physical bodies have to die. I mean, that's literal, right? So something has to die and has to come to a full close that needs to be released so that you can move and have that metamorphosis happen, and that change happen, that transformation happen, so that you show up as this gorgeous butterfly, you show up as the Queen of Cups. It's like finding a balance between the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, because you just came out of the Queen of Cups energy here. So I hope you're tracking with me. It's like you were trusting your intuition, you were trusting your higher self, and that allowed you to see what you needed to do. And then you're in your head and you're in the Queen of Swords energy, which is wonderful. It's good to step into that energy when we need to, but don't forget about the Queen of Cups. Don't stop trusting your intuition just because you're in your head now, just because you're thinking now, and you're trying to look back to balancing something out. And that's what needs to happen here. It's like you're juggling just a decision, I feel like. You're juggling something, and you need to balance these two energies of showing up as both someone who is very articulate, someone who has a very strong BS detector, someone who can plan and execute strategy very easily and give directions very easily, but also someone who trusts their intuition and their instincts. They both can coexist together, and something needs to come to a close. Something needs to come to a close to receive this and to reap the rewards from this. Something needs to come to a close. Walking away from something. Something needs to die. Something needs to be torn down. Completion. So that you can allow this Ace of Pentacles in. And that's why you're also in this Hangman position, trying to find a new perspective. Really focus on balancing these two parts of yourself, and trust yourself, and you will be, I think that you will be on the right path as you move forward. Wow, what a reading. I love that. Let's go ahead and let's get, I didn't actually mean to, let me pull these back out for you, because I actually really did not mean to shut that down so quickly. Here we go. There we go, in case you want to, take another look at it. I'm going to go ahead and pull a final card for you, final message for you from the Work Your Light Oracle deck by Alana Fairchild. I'm sorry, not by Alana Fairchild, by Rebecca Campbell. Okay. Great. Thank you for your patience with me. New YouTuber here. I do hope that you liked this message and then it resonated with you, Virgo. Can I please have a final message for the Virgo collective? Wow, wow, wow. So much coming out. I'm not going to take all these cards. I will take a quick look at them. Council of Light, Take a Break, Unbound, and Priestess. Let's see if any of these cards come back out for you. Holy Spirit, Spirit Guides, High Vibrational Ancestors, can I please have a final message for the Virgo Collective for September 19th through October 3rd? Thank you so much. Can I please have a final message for the Virgo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? I want to take the bottom of the deck here. We have, just say yes. Just say yes. You know what to do. Just say yes. This is your message for you, Virgo. I do hope that it resonated. I do hope that you enjoyed it. I'd love to see what you have to say, so please comment below. If you are liking these readings, I would love for you to like this video and subscribe to my channel. If you like a more in-depth look at the next 2 weeks, you can also check out your sun, moon, and rising. I will be posting those as well to get just a deeper look at the next 2 weeks and what might be coming up for you in those areas as well. All right, thank you all. Have a beautiful and abundant day. Be well.